Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. Up right in corner we got Zen starting as the white Protoss. Bottom left hand corner we have Razz starting as the yellow Protoss. This, actually I have the map listed wrong, apologies for that. I won't black screen it to switch it out, but this is going to be on Polestar. Game 1, Zen going for the mid-map cheese on Dominator, but Razz, it just shows you how many games he's played and how just the experience he has, that just even seeing the scouting pattern of that probe instantly had a sense that there was cheese, immediately went mid-map and caught Zen out, and then defended very well from there. Had a lot of micro exchanges that went in his favor and was just able to snowball up. Part of it is it's that can be very effective. I think the other issue in this is that Razz also opened 2-gate. I think it would have been a little bit more challenging. I'm not sure I like cheese on that particular map now that I think about it, because the inverted ramp actually more often pushes Protoss to more gateway heavy openers. So I'm wondering if it would have been better to cheese on this map and try to play a heads up 2-gate versus 2-gate on the previous map for Zen, but we'll see if he's got something special for this map in particular. That being said, Razz is a very, very tough opponent. Looks like he's going to open up gateway first. We have gateway first opener opposite side. This is going to be cross map. I'll be interested to see if either player does decide to go 2-gate this time. I would be a little bit shocked to see Zen go for it again. Razz already has a probe scout. He's instantly checking mid-map just in case. And he's going to go, yeah, so going to go for a little bit of a longer scouting pattern. And tacking on the assimilator behind this, we have the assimilator on the opposite side, so it looks like both players opening up for 1-gate play. And Zen keeping his probe interior to the base thus far on his scouting pattern. It looks like he's going to go ahead and send it out after cybernetic score. That'll give him a very, very slight economic lead. There are some Protoss players that even on 4-player maps, what they will do is they will keep their probe interior to the base and just use Dragoons to scout. That does leave you somewhat vulnerable to 2-gate cheese like we saw on the previous map. Probes scouting each other. And Razz this time feeling like, oh, okay, maybe that's probe hesitating a moment. Maybe that is a more standard scouting pattern. Second pylon down for Razz. I'll be interested to see if this turns into what we see here. At cross positions, I feel like whoever goes for the lower gateway count and drops down the robotics a little bit faster will be at an advantage, unless it's... There are obviously a lot of variations on that. We could see 2-gate straight nothing built into expansion. That might play out very well. Zen trying to box out Razz's probe, the probe doing some dodging. Dragoon first, no safety zealot, by the way, here from Razz. So he's going to be able to put Zen into the dark fairly rapidly. And the option to do that is really going to pay off for him, especially across position. A little bit risky, but this is a larger map, so the Dragoon spawns, the probe just now enters. Could also be he had made that op decision based on when he saw the probe scout and was kind of making calculation on the scouting pattern. His probe, is he gonna make it out? He makes it out. Zen's Dragoon taking a odd maneuver. So Razz not only got more scouting information, does Razz actually see the... So Zen trying to track down that probe, he's still got eyes on it. And Razz sees that incoming. He needs to be a little bit careful, not going too far, otherwise this could end up being a first shot dead Dragoon. This will be... Yeah, now he's gonna have to flee. Is Razz gonna continue to pursue? It looks like he's just gonna go ahead and back off from there. Zealot holding the ramp in the meantime, and it looks like it's... Ooh, interesting play here from Zen. Opting to go for a DT play as far as a follow-up. We did have 1-gate into Nexus from Razz, trying to calculate the cross-positional play. The probe making its way back out to try to get additional scouting information. Because it is heavily damaged, it might not be able to dive as deep it would... basically, the 2 shots are going to kill it at a distance, so it's not going to be able to sneak in and see whether the Nexus is confirmed or not. But it doesn't matter, because Zen is posturing as though he was going to go for... Oh, never mind, he is going to drop a Nexus. I was thinking he was just going to go heads up DT. I guess it is just 1-gate to get some map control. Razz starting to make his way out with the Dragoons. He has followed this up with the robotics. A single DT on the way. It's going to be a while, and we'll see how this plays out. Wow, that probe somehow survived. Took the single shot and backed out. This will be the trick, is the Dragoons should be able to shove up, and they'll see that cannon on the front. With the cannon spotted, I think Razz will have a good instinct on it. It looks like that probe has been wiped out, and Razz he's not going in here for an attack. Well, actually, never mind, going in for attack, and Zen not responding. He sees the cannon warping in now, and I'm wondering if that is going to raise an eyebrow. Should in the midst of this battle see this shimmer, that's going to force the Dragoon. Yeah, the Dark Templar forced to engage the Dragoons. Razz actually making his way into the main. Does have a Zealot he's got to contend with behind this. The robotics facility is up. The observatory is just about finished. 2 Dragoons are being built. They should be able to block that corner. A lot of probes pulling off the line. Already a handful of probe kills both directions. Wow, that nice little bit of micro there from Razz, by the way. Put the damage Dragoon on the opposite side. Second DT's been produced, but there's still additional economic damage that Razz is taking. Amazing focus fire there from Razz to be able to pick out the weak unit. The observer almost finished, and the Dark Templar is going to be blocked out. Additional gateways have been plopped down. Natural expansion is up a little bit earlier from Zen, but Razz was able to get the damage he was looking for. And oh, that Dark Templar is going to get picked off. Takes some damage. Gets out with 7 health. Just barely. Razz can back up. He's got to wait for that second observer before he can apply any sort of map pressure. He's got 4 gateways humming. We're still sitting on 1 gate for Zen. Zen going High Templar, trying to make his way towards Psystorm. And he's going to need that Psystorm. A little bit late on robotics. Are we seeing a switch around? It looks like Razz just sitting on 4 gates. Once he has that second observer, especially with just the 1 gate play, he can start getting very, very active with the Dragoons. And yeah, he's already moving out ahead of that second observer. He needs to keep, and especially with the damage he did a little bit earlier on that Dark Templar, that gives him a heads up that he doesn't need as large an attack force sitting at his base to defend. A second Dark Templar making his way out. I was about to say, on the lower gateway count, it looks like he is going to grab a very fast 3rd base to end up with an economic edge over Zen. 2 High Templar, we have 1 Storm between them, cannon getting taxed. There's the first Psystorm, unfortunately going to do some damage to the Zealot, and there's just the lack of gateways. Now the gateway flood behind this, just not in time, and Razz able to dodge the Psystorms, walk into the natural expansion. The Dark Templar looks like it's going to find the 3rd, but do we have a 3rd observer? We do not have a 3rd observer, so it might force the cancellation, but it doesn't matter, because right now the natural getting breached. You can just ignore this High Templar. Yeah, Zen calling GG, just didn't have the units to defend this. So Razz able to take a quick game 2. He will continue in the upper bracket. Zen will drop to the lower bracket, where honestly he will be a huge threat. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.